first of all, just congratulate obviously. They played a heck of a football game today, and clearly deserved to win this football game. They did a great job, and so we're disappointed. Feel bad today, and we'll go back to work tomorrow. It's about as simple as that. And right now we got a lot of work to do. That became pretty evident today, so we'll turn our sights to that tomorrow and go back to work.
First, I'll just start at the beginning. The first 3 quarters or so, most of the first 3 quarters, that didn't catch the ball very much. What were they doing there?
That's defense and that's offense. And I think as you saw, Keenan had a little better day today. Ball went his way a little bit, but I would anticipate anybody playing us. First of all, they got good DBs. They got good pass coverage, but people that are going to play us are going to try to take away our most experienced players and our best players, and then work from there.
What could you tell off of one game of film with Field Jams? Did you know what? Could you tell much about it?
Yeah. Well, I think it's pretty evident. He had a rough outing last week, particularly in the first half. And as the game went on, he certainly got better, and he led the team to victory there in that fourth quarter. So, and to me, he clearly continued that today. We had a hard time with him running, passing, you name it. He did a great job of keeping plays alive, ran the ball well, and made good throws. So it's credit goes to him. He did a great job, as did their whole offense.
From the Iowa standpoint, what would be a few positives?
I thought our guys competed the whole game. They played hard, and it all starts there. That we certainly didn't play well enough. Iowa State had a lot to do with that. They did a good job. So we played hard, and what we need to do now is look at the film, and look at the mistakes that we made, and see what we can't do to get better. And get coverage, kick team, punt team, keep them leverage on the ball or contain, tackling better in those areas, and then offensively. Similar to last week, we had great field position one time, ended up with a field goal, and we got to finish some drives a little bit better.
How would you describe the defensive performance?
Ours?
Yeah.
What do you want me to tell you? It's 400 plus yards, so it's pretty good. Not good enough to win, just like we weren't good enough on offense.
What was the thinking going into your final drive, 117 left, 2 timeouts? I know we're
I'm sorry. Okay.
Sorry.
Which drive? Had we gotten the ball out there past the 30, we probably would have gone with it. But we ran the ball first, not to get much, and just.
And then you in the I don't know what overtime. Second overtime, you went for the field goal. You didn't go for 4th down thinking.
I thought that was get the points right there, and I was confident we'd get a stop, or I was hopeful we'd get a stop.
What was the mood like in the locker room afterwards? Post game?
Oh, you can imagine. The guys played hard. It wasn't a matter of us not playing hard. They certainly played hard too. So, which is typical of this game. I remember being involved in one where that wasn't the case. Last 13 years now. So, they did a good job. We're very disappointed. We're going to have to get back off of that. We still got 10 games on our schedule. And what we need to do is worry about what we can do to get better now.
When will Jordan be back?
He should be fine. Yeah, just he turned up yesterday morning sick. And, he made the trip. Yeah, he made the trip to the hotel. They've given him medication, but his temperature is up too high, so it just wasn't safe. So he should be back. I would think early in the week.
Have you been apprised of Brent Greenwood's situation a little bit then too?
No more than you, I don't think. So I think we're just all keeping Brett and his family on our thoughts.
Coach, you only had 1 turnover, but it seemed to be a key one because it kind of gave them life. You were up 10-0 and it forced another turnover in the red zone.
We came out of the gate well. We really came out, I thought, pretty fast and were playing well. And then second quarter wasn't much fun for us. We had the turnover. I think we had 2 drives that started inside the 5 or on the 5. So the game swung that way, and they did a good job of capitalizing. That's what you do in football.
Kirk, did they do anything special to take the tight end out? Did they really seem to get the ball pass?
I don't think so. I mean, it wasn't like I don't think there was anything that they did that was out of the ordinary that we hadn't anticipated seeing. They played well. Let's give them credit.
Dakota gets. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dakota, unfortunately, is it could be probably a season ending. Looks like.
Yeah.
Marcus had another fumble, but he also put in 35.
Yeah, I thought he took a positive step today. I thought he ran better as the game went on. we're certainly going to need him, and then we're also going to need to get other guys involved too. It's just we can't just put it on his shoulders and Marvin's shoulders.
You look at the way Steele was able to capture today, and it happened last week with Trey Lamb also. You know, what can your defensive line do to close that gap and make those tackles?
Well, you know, it starts with contain. You got to keep the ball inside. That's rule number one in defense, and we didn't do that well at times. And, you know, until you do that, it's going to be tough.
That backside, he spun and went to the weak side a lot. What do you mean? You were naturally trying to make a play and drifting over toward the quarterback. What do you tell your weak side help there?
You're talking about the guys rushing?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you got to stay on the upfield shoulder. That's what contain's all about. You know, if you let the offensive guys get outside, puts people in a real tough position. And, you know, we got to find a way to get off on 3rd and 1 too. That's another thing that hurts today.
What is it with coverage special teams? Is there any fixes or any thought there?
You know, and I said last week I thought the guys ran down hard after seeing the film. I thought they did. I'm not sure they weren't today, but we're not, you know, playing smart enough. And you know, we got hot spots in all 3 phases right now. And you know, until we get those things cleaned up and corrected, it's going to be tough to be successful against a good team.
Discuss Vanderberg's progress, game 1 and game 2.
Yeah, I thought James gave us a chance today. No question about it. Played well, and you know, I'm sure there'll be some things he'll want to have back, but you know, he's doing some good things back there for sure.
Eric, it may not be as simple as this, but first quarter, I mean, I would dominate every place, especially in the line, and then.
Yeah, I don't know about dominate, but we were playing pretty well,
yeah.
and then the second quarter just flipped right around, you know. But at the end of the day, it was an even game at halftime, and you know, even at regulation too. So you know, both teams had their chances to win, and you know, that's you know, credit goes to them. They got the job done today.
You mentioned hot spots in all 3 phases. How much of that is youth and these guys still trying to learn the system, learn their jobs?
That's part of it, but you know, they're playing some younger players too, and you know, it's all about improving. It's all about trying to get better at what we need to get better at. And that's, to me, what the game's all about is they made more progress probably this week than we did. It's kind of a little big to me.
Kirk, sorry if this is already been asked. Steele Chance, I mean, did you have any idea that he could play the way he did today? I mean,
Well, you know, if you watched the 4th quarter last week, he played well, played very well, and he couldn't play bad in the 3rd quarter either. But you know, he made some first game errors last week that he's clearly made a big step today. We don't have an answer for him around one pass.
Final question.
What are you guys built on defense? What are you guys built to change defense? These quarterbacks are going to keep coming at you. The quarterbacks who run and throw like this.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, if you let guys out of if you let them out of the pocket, it's going to be tough. And then, you know, but that being said, I mean, it's not just that. We got to get better in all phases. It's probably the same thing on offense and special teams.
But you know, unfortunately we lost. But you know, there's gonna be a lot of stuff on film that we can learn from, and we definitely have to do that. You know, we just gotta look ahead.
Were there times you thought you had them stopped? I mean, at the end of the 4th quarter when they were driving, in the overtimes, I mean, the defense?
I mean, just defensive player, you know, we had the mindset we gotta go out there and stop him. And you know, a couple times we didn't do that. You know, we tried our hardest, and like I said, you know, we're gonna watch this film and review the mistakes that we made, and you know, hopefully clean that up a little bit.
You guys, I'm sure, have heard about Brett Greenwood and everything. Have you heard anything? Had any contact at all with him and his family?
Yeah, Coach informed us last night about it. I didn't even hear anything about it. And then he informed us last night. You know, hopefully Brett's doing good. You know, I'm gonna get back and hopefully pay him a visit. You know, I'm just praying for him. You know, hopefully everything's fine.
He a great teammate when he played with you guys?
You know, he's the smartest football player I've ever played with. You know, he was in the film 24/7, and you know, unfortunately this had to happen to him. But you know, he's a tough guy, mentally and physically, and hopefully he'll bounce back.
Well, knowing that, how'd you block that out of your mind? I mean, going out there and playing today, a guy that you played with.
You know, you just gotta go out there and play. You know, Coach chose last night, you know, just to let us know, and you know, he didn't want to make us think about it this whole game. But you know, it's tough. You know, it's unfortunate, but like I said, hopefully I'm gonna pay a visit when I get back, and hopefully he's doing fine.
You guys are going to face